Okay. And I've already done the grind with Dabz this morning. I had to do a lot of fucking running around for him. So I just figured I would get it out of the way. And we're going to log into our main character, Mac. You may be asking, what are all these other characters? Well, I have a market tune in every single major market in every home valley in the province of Mary, so that I can jump around and check market prices. So I know that at least in intra-provincial, what is being sold in the province I live in, I know the prices. So I got Mary. I got a thumb on Mary. Well, at least until they do the world revamp, which is one of the things that it actually kind of concerns me a little bit with the new way that they plan on coming out with things. If they're going to increase the number of home valleys from 6 to 8 per province, then I do not have enough character slots to keep my thumb on everything in Mary, which means I then need to have some sort of skill on a main player that allows me market access and allows me to have a full view of different markets throughout the province I live. That would pretty much be like in Eve. You know, you have the market trading skill allows you to see what's in markets up to 9 or 10 jumps away. And for you to like create contracts and stuff 9-10 jumps away. You still have to deliver your goods to that specific station, but you know, you could send a message and you know, purchase or sell things. So I'm hoping that's the direction that the game is going to go in, and we will get some sort of market dynamic for both inter and intra provincial trade. Otherwise we're going to be seeing some pretty big gaps in items. Moving forward in the future, they say that every different region that they're in, like we're in Gallia, it has the provinces of Mary, Ancien, etc. But every region is going to have different resources, and different items can be made in different regions. So if you're going to be a player that wants to have all the best shit from the entire world of Pax Day, not only are you going to have to travel in between regions, but you're going to have to be able to sell, barter, and commit trade throughout not just your province, but with all the different regions. So we'll see. We'll see how things work out. I mean, that's just my 2 cents on the subject. I hope I'm right, but you never really know. Trying to give both myself and you guys a little bit more sound. I keep debating on whether or not I should turn like some music or like some sort of like fucking, damn, I don't have nothing. If I should put some like lo-fi on in the background, but I've had like problems with that when it comes to like uploading videos and shit later on down the line. So not really sure if I want to do that or not. Okay, so looking at everything that I have going on, I need to go knock some trees down. And then we need to get some stone. And sand for glass production. And then we will take a look at the market and see if anything has sold. Probably not. That is the unfortunate thing here. We have several giant clans in Mary, and they grind through everything. You know, one of the discussion topics after this last major round of announcements is whether or not they're going to do a skill wipe. And frankly, I would love for them to do a skill wipe, because at this point, nobody has to buy anything on the market. Everybody has high enough skills to make everything. And then everybody's a jack of all trades. There's no specialists. You know what I mean? Like me, I can make everything. I'm a crafter. I can build anything. If it's crafting, I can craft it. I didn't have to like specialize in blacksmithing or in like food or anything like that. At this point, we're playing, you know, since June of 2024. This character is maxed out. He can do anything and everything. I don't know if that's fun. And I don't know if that was the intent for the dynamic of the game. So I'm down for a skill wipe. But if they're going to do it, they need to do it soon. Like within the next month. You're going to get a lot of people, they're talking about skill wiping, and then they're talking about releasing the game 3 months later. They're going to skill wipe again. That's when you're going to have people who just don't play for 3 months, waiting, you know, for the last skill wipe to happen before they start building out their characters again. And this is a tidbit of information, a tip I'd like to give to everyone. After you knock one of these large trees down, excuse me, after you knock one of these large trees down, you don't have to wait for it to fall to start chopping it again. I've seen that. People wait for it to fall all the way down. Look, I got 6 hits in on that thing before it went all the way down. Efficient farming, ladies and gentlemen. Efficient farming. Oh, okay. I see one of the changes that they had made. They've walked back a little bit. They had made this change where if you pressed E on a tree or a rock, it would automatically pull out your axe or pickaxe and begin mining it. But a lot of people complained because they would be trying to like pick up shit at the base of a tree, and then all of a sudden they would pull their fucking axe out and start chopping instead of gathering whatever resource at the base of the tree they wanted to gather. Well, now you don't just hit E, you have to hold E to get it to start instead of just tapping it once. So that is a good little and it didn't take them long to hear feedback and then make that. I mean, literally like a week, maybe 2. is up with my nose this morning? I must have a nose hair sticking out and tickling the tip of my... I know that sounds weird, but I'm old and it has happened before. I could have sworn I just heard a honey badger. But there are no honey badgers here. Look at that, it crushed me. It crushed my head. Oh, I do not need that. Alright, back to the house, get the charcoal kiln going. Alright, drop off all of these materials. Oh, I didn't even know I had wood in here. I should have got one going before I fucking gathered that wood. Damn it. That's what I get. Not paying attention to my shit. Oh my god, I'm not joking. I think I do. Motherfucker. That hurt. But that was totally a nose hair that was sticking out and curled up and was tickling me on the tip of my fucking nose. Talk about some old man shit. I'm not looking forward to hair growing out of my ears. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You ever see the old man who's got like a whole head of hair growing out of his fucking ear? Alright, next on the agenda, we have to run our loop and collect sand and stone, kill some shit, and come back here and get this big tower cooking glass. So, rock on. See, like right now is when I think I should have some music playing in the background. But I'm like worried about my VODs getting taken down for copyright strike. Even if I play the shit on YouTube as part of like the free music that YouTube gives you, like there's still all kinds of craziness that will happen on fucking Twitch. Like I can't even share half of my VODs on Twitch because I'm constantly playing YouTube music. But fuck that, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play music. If it's on YouTube and anybody can watch it for free, I should be able to watch that shit while I'm streaming. Like, what the fuck? You ain't want motherfuckers to see your shit for free, then you shouldn't have put it on fucking YouTube. Like, for real, for real. But lurk is love, and I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning. This is our little mining loop. I can get just about a full inventory, but I get more than just sand and stone. I get grapes too, and then that's how I keep my brewing and winemaking so high, is because just turning white grapes into the base gets you like 8,000 experience each. It's incredible. It's like the most unbalanced fucking thing of all, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna use whatever I can use right now. Especially after they do this skill wipe. There's gonna have to be like little tricks that, you know, people who know can like skill faster. That's gonna be, you know, one of the point in doing all of this EA stuff is to like learn all the tricks that can be done at the beginning to like get a boost in your crafting and in your combat and stuff too. I wonder who's on this morning. Let's see here. Good morning, Gail. Alright, well. Next time I'll move the microphone out of the way so I don't fucking type like a fucking moron. Hey, if you guys want to come play with me, we are on Nick's Mary Gale. It's a bunny. Lady Shaw responds. Oh, coffee. The lifeblood. Weekend. Not really a concept I have anymore. The rock on. Good. Seeing if I can spot any changes from the recent updates. Gathering content. Of course, as soon as I start fighting, all of my food would wear off. That's just like Murphy's Law, right? And I do harvest the boars for the dressed up porridge. I need boar something, like boar round or something like that, for the porridge that I make. The dressed up porridge is a combat food, if you guys are not familiar. And I don't need any of this other shit. It's one of the better combat foods, in my opinion. One of the ones that people actually use. I don't do much combat. I say it's one of the better ones because people actually buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I have a market dangerously close to Plisson. So if you guys need to stack up or, you know, run out and grab some health tonics or some more combat food, I am at the very, very top of Gale on the lake, right where it goes into the wildlands, you know, headed to up towards Plisson. Definitely stop by, but I'm not on the road. You actually have to come down to the lake. I've had people like, you know, come and be like, hey, where are you at, man? I can't find you. Well, I'm not by the fucking road, dude. Like, I'm on the lake, bro. Like, you have to come and run 3 minutes off the road to come to my spot. See, I have. Oh, wow, that was dangerous. Woo! Ah, Gesundheit. Dankeschön. Okay. More grapes. This is sort of like the grape part of the path. We're going to grab up all these grapes. We're going to kill a couple more boars. We're going to get the last bit of stone and sand, and then it's back to the furnace to load up the glass. And I have to say, man, alchemy has probably been the hardest grind I have ever done in my life. On any game. I mean, I played Eve for a very long time. And this alchemy grind is harder than anything I ever did in Eve. I mean, the thing with Eve, like, is, you know, after they came out with the skill loading, the skill queue, you didn't have to be there anymore when your skills stopped training. You know, you could set an entire 24 hours worth of skills to train, and then you only had to log in once a day. Before that, you had to log in every time your skills like stopped, or else you wouldn't be training anything. You would just be dead air. You'd be like dead time. So like they would start off and like level 1 of a new skill would train in like 10 minutes and you would just hang out. But it got to the point where like level 2, 3, 4, 5 on some of these skills would take weeks. Like you'd be fucking training this skill for 6 weeks straight. And like you can't train anything else. You'd have to be there. Your skill would end at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was craziness. But this alchemy grind compared to that, 10 times as hard. 10 times as hard. I mean, I'm logging in 3 or 4 times a day, every day for the last 3 months, and I'm only halfway through alchemy. Like literally, well, a little more than halfway. I'm level 26, 27 now, and there's 41 levels total. It's been an adventure, to say the least. I'm gonna do it though. Yeah, let me show you my journal. So like a lot of these things, winemaking, carpentry, you know, this stuff like is quick. Like I consider this maxed out because I've learned how to do everything in these. Even with cooking, level 31 in cooking, I consider that max because there's nothing after level 31. I've learned all the recipes. Elderberry syrup is the last thing you learn to make. And then people will push it another 10 levels, and I'm like, why? There's nothing past elderberry. Once you learn how to make everything, then you're just working on efficiency. Winemaking and brewing, however, you got the last one, I think, at 34, 33. So I just got that one. You had to go to 33 for that one. Alchemy, you get the health tonic at 29. And then that's sort of like the last one. But at this point, to get, look, I've got 441 experience left to get, and I'm only halfway. So this was 800,000 experience for this one level in alchemy. But yet, when you go and you create a potion, you're only getting like 2,000 or 3,000 experience. So at this point, I have to do a craft in alchemy somewhere between 287 and 321 times, depending on which thing I'm crafting. So if I chose Aegis Potion 9, which is what I can craft right now, I would have to craft it 287 times. It's 5 glass jars per craft. So you need, I mean, fucking 1,435 glass jars per level. And you only, like, in a full kiln, just to give you guys a little perspective, a full kiln of glass takes 6 or 7 hours to complete, and it produces 80 glass jars. And you need 1,435 glass jars per level. So how many times is that? You know, it's like what? 15, 20 crafts at 7 hours a craft? You're talking almost a week's worth of play per level. 29 levels to get the last thing. You know, the health tonic 1. Yeah, that's 29 fucking weeks of a grind for this one fucking skill. Hardest effing grind I've ever done in my life. But it's been, I mean, I can't say it's worth it because I haven't seen it pay off yet. We're going to go back here. We'll get everything loaded up. We'll see if anything is sold. We'll check out what my gold looks like. And, you know, we'll see if it's worth it. Consumables, and I'm guessing that consumables are going to be like the #1 selling items. They're not going to be very expensive because everyone is going to need to be able to eat food and drink potions multiple times a play every single day. So it's going to be a low ticket, high volume item is to sell, which is why I've chosen consumables as my preferred profession. Unfortunately, in my area, I haven't really been selling a lot of consumables. Like I said, everybody's skills are already so high that they don't have to buy things off other people. They just make it themselves. Which is why I kind of vote for a skill wipe. Wipe it all. Wipe it all and let us start from scratch. See who the real players are. All right, and we are just about back to our base. This is Griffin Roost, my tavern on the lake in the north of Gale. Let's take a look at where I'm at just so you guys can see. This is me. And this is Gale. And this right here, this is Plisson. So for all of you who are making the dungeon runs to Plisson, my consumables market is right here on the lake. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. That's me. Right there. You're going here. I'm right here. Stop and buy something. And once again, for the people that were questioning, this is a fucking griffin. I don't know why it clips so far into the wall piece that you can't see the back end of it. I did not design the building, but that is 100% a fucking griffin. It is an eagle up front with talons and a lion in the back with a fucking tail. And that's the last we'll be on that. Until the next time I say it. And I do not any longer need these gems for any reason. If you guys want to see why, I'll take you upstairs and show you my gem cache. I just don't need gems anymore. And unfortunately, we do not have enough charcoal yet to get this thing up and running, but that is something we are working on. How are we doing on charcoal? Oh, fuck, dude. I've only been playing for 20 minutes? No, because we had to chop down wood. Okay, I was wondering about that, because like, you know, OBS is saying I've been on here for an hour. You know, I've only got one stack of charcoal done. Okay. What else do I have to drop off? Fucking dropping off meat. Dropping off hops. And I'm thinking we may get him to crafting something, and we may be taking a dab. I might be ready. My coffee cup's almost empty. I might be ready for another dab this morning. I don't have anything cooking in the reagent distiller. Oh, I see. That's right. That's right. The only thing we're really using right now is the bladder campion. I need to go on a bladder campion run. Where do we do bladder campion? That's right. I was doing bladder campion down here. This is where we're getting bladder campion. Harvesting the bladder campion here is so much easier than attempting to harvest the bladder campion down here. Where's it at? Now I forget where the bladder campion... Oh, there it is. Well, this area has bladder campion all over it, just because this is the biome that bladder campion spawns in. But it's also wildlands and has really fucking horrible shit in it. Whereas this biome of whatever the fuck that is that has bladder campion in it has nothing that attempts to kill me. So we will be making a run down that away here in a little bit to go search for bladder campion. $3.22. So no, that means no one has purchased anything off of our market. Let's go see how we're doing. We've got everything. Bold Winter Stout is 200. Summer Brew is 175. We do the dressed up porridge, the elderberry, and blackberry syrups. Where is the blackberry? There's the blackberry syrup. Aegis potions, dense wheat bread. I haven't gotten to the heavy wheat bread yet. I need suet. God, I need suet bad. Let's take a look at the market. We're going to take a look. Well, you know what? Barley water, beer, cider, teas. Those suck. Let's just look at the good shit. Hold on. We're going to do these one at a time. Okay. Raspberry syrup, sweet mead, blackberry syrup at 100 is the lowest on the market. So that just means that there's no one buying blackberry syrup. And elderberry syrup at 125 is again the lowest on the market. So no one's buying elderberry syrup. Or at least they're not running out here to buy it off of me. I was honestly hoping that having the cheapest prices would draw in customers. However, it's not. That has not been the case. No one uses red currant syrup for anything. And that's one of the problems that I have with these guys that they're just putting randomness on. Like, nobody buys this. Nobody uses any of this. Galleon Red. No one uses Galleon Red. Mental. Pure Mental. That's for PvP only. You know, no one uses this stuff. Why are you making it and trying to charge so much for it? It's not a combat food that's used by anyone. We don't need berries, fruit, mushrooms, or grilled. The only combat foods that anyone uses in PvP or in dungeons are baked and cooked foods. So no one has heavy wheat bread. No one in my area is selling any heavy wheat bread. So the next thing down from heavy wheat is dense wheat. I am apparently the only one selling dense wheat bread at 100 gold a stat, which is rather cheap from looking at other markets in other home valleys. Dressed up porridge gets used. What else gets used? Raisins. Raisins apparently sell good in other places. Yeah, see, I'm doing 25 gold a stack of raisins, and I can't sell no raisins. Trail Pie actually has the highest slashing resistance of any food that is needed right now, or is able to be made. And the souls, all of the souls that are in my biome, are primary slash damage. So you need slash resist to take on souls. And 30 slash resist is the highest you're going to get. But it only has 23 max health. So nobody likes to really use it. They would rather go with the wit bread that has 22 and 61 max health. you see what I'm saying? And the heavy wit bread gets even a little bit closer. But there's nothing that's doing blunt damage. That's what we see in the future as well. Or what we think we see in the future as well. Slashing pierce is what souls do. I haven't met any enemy yet that does blunt damage, let alone primaries blunt damage. And there are a lot of things, like all of these fruit breads, primary blunt damage. The wheat raisin bread is a primary blunt damage. 4612 piercing blunt. Like, you're primarying blunt damage and you're creating and trying to sell these things. I understand that it only takes 2 tallow to make a loaf of raisin wheat bread, where it takes 10 tallow to make a loaf of heavy wheat bread. But you might as well just be burning this. If it's just to gain the level, why are you trying to sell something for so high? You're just eschewing the market. I have to be able to make something because I want to stop for a dab. Damn, I don't have nothing set up. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. Man, see, that's not even enough grapes to make it worthwhile to do a grape run. All right, hold on. I gotta have something in reserve. Okay, I guess I could make all of this red currant mead. Or at least as much of it that I have honey for. Okay, craft 49. Okay. We're going to let that roll. And I'm going to get my Puffco out. We're going to take a dab here. Ugh. All right. Cheers, everybody. And you know, I have mixed feelings on this this crafting process with this overly drawn out animation that happens every time. I understand the need for wanting to slow down the crafting so that, you know, you just don't automatically have 1,000 of everything and there's super crafters pumping out millions of items, blah, 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 blah. But it takes a while. Yeah. Yeah, baby. And then we're just still waiting on crafting. But red currant mead, with its highest level of fire resistance, is actually used when you want to go running some of the larger Inquisitor camps. That's their main casters are fire casters. So if they're not just smacking you with piercing damage, they're casting fireballs or circles of fire and shit like that. So this has its use. There are a couple of high-end Inquisitor casters that drop special items for like the magical gear. And you know, this is like a very specific use kind of situation for the red currant mead. Because all it gives you is the fire resistance. Whereas some of the other meads give you both. Let's see if I can find one. See, fire and poison on the blackberry syrup. Where's one of the other meads? Fire and cold on the barley water. Where's sweet mead? Of course, they're going to put it all the way at the top, aren't they? Yep, sweet mead. Well, I guess sweet mead only does fire as well. I never noticed the stamina regen on the meads. I wonder if that was if I just overlooked that, or if that's a new addition. I'm gonna lean towards I overlooked that, and it's not a new addition, simply because I haven't heard anyone else mention it as a new addition. But that'd be cool. That 0.4 stamina regen on a mead, that's nice. Like, that's not bad at all, actually. Wow, so does this mean I can make 40 more because that's how many mead bases I have? No, because I'm going to run out of red currants long before that. I can only make eight more. Yeah. And then what do you think we should charge for the red currant mead? I want to say, I'm leaning towards saying that the red currant mead is the highest of the meads. So does that mean it should be like around 100 gold? You know, like the elderberry or the blackberry? The blackberry is 100, the elderberry is currently 125. And then I want to say we're charging 200 for the bold winter stout. With the mental, the poison, health, and stamina. That is definitely a 200. But what should we do for the red currant? Maybe we'll do 125 or 150. Because I don't think anybody has any of it for sale. I want to say it's not being listed for sale by anyone else in Gale at all. So let's take a look. We don't need any of this, just the mead. Okay. Sweet mead is the only thing being offered. And Knife Hand is currently charging 50 for the sweet meads. So yeah, we're going to do 100 for the red currant mead. And we're going to list 5 of them. And the only reason that I'm only doing 5 of them is I'm just trying to save some money. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like pay a bunch in tax and then it never go anything. And then I do them in 5 so that I can know what has sold. If anything has sold. That's foods down there, and then we will put the, oh, I'm kind of loaded up. Why do I have summer brew so much? Hold on. 24, 68, 34, 34. Yeah, I don't know why I have so much summer brew. I might even start giving some summer brew away. Because it's the exact same shit as the Bold Winter Stout, but less. Yeah, I don't need to have lower levels, less thans. I'm not a less than type of dude. I'll keep a few on standby, but we don't need to have that many. All right, and check this out, y'all. If you come visit, you get summer brew. Let's see what we got here. We got summer brew. We've got some weak meat, and we got plain oat bread in the free box. Oh shit, we got small beer. I'm giving away free beer. We got free beer. Fuck, man, I'm surprised I don't get visitors every fucking day. Free beer, man. You can't beat that with a bet. I'm having a problem with my nose this morning. At first, I thought it was a nose hair tickling me on the tip of my nose. What does that mean when your nose tingles? Is that somebody talking about you? Or something? I thought that was your ears burning. I don't know. How are we doing? Got 2 done, so that's 50. Need 240 to fill my thing. Nope, I don't have enough. Well, I mean, should we go on that bladder champion run? While we're down there, we can take a look at the Shire Market, I guess. It's going to be a hell of a run, though. Okay, so that's what we're doing. That is the plan. We are on the mass run to the very northern tip of the Shire so that we can hunt for bladder campion. It is one of the hardest things to find. Even though they have made all of the icons for plants larger and mushrooms larger, bladder campion is still extremely tiny. It hides in the tall grass. Fortunately, I have the locations marked on my map, so we really just have to go to the marked locations and then search the grass blades for little flowers of bladder campion. And this would where a like an audio score would come in like extremely handy. Hint, 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 developers of PAX Day. Badass audio score. Hell yeah. And like I said earlier, I kind of lean away from putting music on because even the YouTube generated lo-fi that I've put on in the background, I have gotten copyright strikes on Twitch. And then when I put YouTube music that I play on Twitch, I of course I get copyright strikes on YouTube. So, yeah, I don't, I don't know. You're in like this rock and a hard place position. It's like, do you want to be able to have secondary content play on other platforms, or are you a primary live streamer? And I haven't made that decision yet. You know, in 2017, 2018, something like that, when I first started streaming, there was like very bold, defined lines. You're either a streamer or you're a YouTuber. Nowadays, it's like you kind of have to be both. A lot of people create their content on Twitch, and then they'll edit it and then upload it for later viewing, their VODs on YouTube. And it turns out to be a great monetization method, but then you have two different terms of service that you have to learn to comply with. Like, I'm definitely not taking dabs on YouTube. No way. I can't wait for horses. It'll make this run down to the Shire for bladder camping so much easier. And if you're just joining us, that is what we are doing now. We have already loaded up our furnaces. We've got charcoal smelting. I've got I got sand on standby for waiting for the charcoal. And now we are just waiting for, or we're not waiting, we're running down here to the Shire to go hunt for bladder campion. While I deal with my itchy nose. What the fuck is going on? That should be the new app. Add some bits and we'll make this guy's nose itch with a voodoo doll or some shit. What the fuck? This is one of the big built-up sections in my home valley here in Gale. I'll take a stop once we get to the Stella Stone, whatever the fuck it's called. It's the big one's not the ancient Stella. It's the Axe Day something or another. Now I want to look it up on the map. Hold on. I'm gonna feel like a moron if I can't remember what they call these things. The Petra Day, and then the ancient Stella. So yes, when we get over here next to the Petra Day, we'll stop and take a look at some of the giant castle structures that have popped up here in Gale. A couple of these guys have done really good. And look, there's hardly any lag anymore. And I have a shit fucking computer. And I'm not joking, guys. I'm still running a 2060. And the efficiency improvements that the team has done recently, like, I couldn't even run by this. I would have to, like, look at the ground to even be able to run by this without rubber banding. And now I can look at it. They've done a great job. But this is one of our larger builds here in Gale. I'm not sure who did it, but pretty epic. I'm not sure if we're gonna. Well, I think we will run by the Templars hunting spot. They always put up giant buildings. They're one of the clans that we have here in Mary. I must have some serious dry skin going on. What the hell? This guy has made a shelter with a sign. It says shelter. I don't know if I laugh at the creativity of that, or if I just laugh at the the duh of it. It's a shelter called shelter. Hold on, let me bump up my... I just realized I don't know why I'm not fucking running. Oh, I don't know if I've noticed that stuff up on that hill before. This might be one of the newer builds. But here, I'll even slow down. That's pretty nice. Wow, this guy's doing good. He's got his own little village over here. Are these free boxes? Segan with the public storage. You go ahead, my brother. Hell yeah, you're a tailor too? I don't really do too much tailor shit. You might be a future trade partner, my friend. What do we got here? Bronze picket? Oh, you're brand new. You're brand new, but you've done a good job. You have decently done something here. I'll even step inside. Wow, you have made me stop. You're doing a great job on this build, bro. Segan, whoever you are, my hat is off to you. Great job. And this one's been here for a while. This guy's he's been here almost as long as I have. And that has just turned into some beautiful work as well. Who are we looking at? Vassar. My man, I will take all the suet you want to give away. Hell, I'll even take those carcasses, too. I think I know what it is. I'm old and fat, and I have to sleep with a CPAP machine. And my nose pillows kept sliding off my nostrils last night. And I think they have created a ring of dry skin around my nostril. That's annoying. I will have to look into that before I go to bed tonight. I will also have to go put some lotion on my face. So that I don't sit here and keep picking my nose on stream all fucking day. And I know sooner or later I'm gonna have to make a turn. Yeah, it's gonna be right up here soon. I'm gonna turn right. And we are going to pass right by the Templars hunting cabin. I don't know who these guys are. I don't know if that's a church or an abbey or what's going on with the giant cross thing. Ron is getting his construction skill up by making planters. That's pretty smart. Ron is giving away heartwood. He has not. Ran, you ain't been around here long, have you? You're giving away heartwood, yo? Shit. I'm half tempted to take that. Ugh. I don't like the fact that it takes 10 seconds after I pull out my weapon to use a specialty move. I understand not wanting to just be able to instantly use a specialty move. Get that. But 10 seconds? Aruzer, thank you for the follow. Hey man, I really appreciate that. As a new streamer, man, I'm still trying to get my first 50. You're on that list, bro. Thank you very much. That is a huge awesomeness. This is a new little cabin. I wonder how Kev feels about having new neighbors below him. Okay, when I say Kev, my buddy Kev Adonis is the leader of Skywatch. They have built this giant, massive castle structure at the top of the mountain in between. I'll show you guys where we are. In between, it's right here. So like if you see how I'm looking up here on this giant mountainside, it's between Shire and Gale. This is where Kev Adonis and his Skywatch crew have built the Skywatch castle. They have this little thing. Every so often, when after they do a patch, something will fuck up. And the Luna Wolf from the cave below it will spawn just out front of the entrance of Skywatch. And it's the easiest kill in the world. You can just run up there, you kill it, you run back, you've got the fucking bloodstone. Or she gives the one for the pauldrons. I forget, it's the twinkling collar stone, I believe. But I don't know if they've fixed that yet, because you know the developers do realize it eventually, and they'll patch it and put the wolf back where it's supposed to be. But every time, for a couple of weeks, you get this nice kill zone where you can just farm up the wolves. And I know this because Kev recently has dropped off a humongous load of suet to me by killing those wolves. But we're almost down to the Shire. I have a little hidden spot patch of campion, bladder campion, that we're going to be using for our next levels of alchemy. We are working between 27 and 28. It will take 287 crafts of Aegis Potion 9, no, Aegis Potion 10, to go from level 27 to 28. That is 1,435 glass jars. We are still heavily into that. processed. So wish us luck is all I can really say. It's just, it takes a long time to grind out that much glass. And I believe we are in the Shire now. Okay. So these little flowers are marked locations. This is where the bladder campion is. Even though they have made bladder campion larger and or they've made everything, the mushrooms, the plants, all the little icons larger and more distinct, the bladder campion still hides in this high grass. So this is the feat we're on. It actually took me hours upon hours going back between the database and the map to find all these locations. So they're good locations now. But it's still gonna be... And how come it's not coming up on my mini-map yet? That's another thing. You guys gotta make the mini-map icons, like, discoverable from further... Or, yeah, further away. More discoverable? How do I say that? I don't want to have to keep pulling open my map to make sure I'm walking in the right direction of something that should be coming up on my mini-map. You know what I'm saying? Because it's right there. It's in my blue zone. See, it's in my blue zone, and it's not on my mini-map. That's a problem. In my mind, once it's in my blue zone, and there's an icon on it, it should be appearing on my mini-map. I mean, does that not make sense? Am I not logically thinking here? Like, this is not coming up on my mini-map at all. Like, how close to this do I have to get to it? It's an icon that I have saved right here. See this? And it's not coming up on my mini-map. So that's an F8. I don't know if that's that interface or an environment. We'll go with interface. We'll say my saved markers are not appearing on my compass. And that's like, oh, that sucks. Okay. So now we're gonna we'll try to hunt these fucking things down without the icons. Elderberry? Yeah, but that's a fruit symbol. That's not a... But yeah, I'll take elderberry. Come on, bladder campion. Where the frick are you? See, so I am on my bladder campion. This is what makes me mad. There it is. Bam! Look at that. Do you guys see that? Yo, how are you supposed to see that? And why is it not on my compass? That is a marked location. That is so hard to find. So hard to find. It's a good thing I have these locations marked because there's no way. Otherwise, there would be no way otherwise. All right, boom. We've got it. Now we should go back to the road and try to get these 3 in succession. Boom, boom, boom. Why do I have that fruit marked? Or no, that's grain. Why do I have that grain marked? Is that wheat? Is that wheat? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, and so now we go back to the road, which is this way. Not really. I don't know if I would say I have a main game. My main thing is taking dabs. I smoke a lot of weed. Yeah, that's pretty much my main thing is taking dabs and doing like rosin reviews and shit like that. I'm in the business here in California, or I used to be at least. I sold my farms and have semi-retired, and am hoping to make this like my retirement gig. If I can figure out a way to like make money off taking dabs and playing video games, I think that would be one hell of a retirement. So, here we are. But I haven't really chosen on like a game. You know what I mean? Like, I like to play role-playing games. So recently I've been doing an honor run on Baldur's Gate 3. I just bought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Really getting into Henry of Skalitz. Like, that's a fucking awesome game. And then, what else do I play? I play Risk, Oh, right on. You're in a medical state? Fucking rock on. Welcome to the club. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm part of a group of guys who do a lot of promotion for home growing. Like, if you wanted to get into growing your own medical marijuana in the comfort of your own home, I can give you some channels to watch and introduce you to some folks that will teach you everything that you want to know. Okay, so I need to turn slightly to my left, and we'll go up, and we'll get this top one first. Oh, is that more? That's rye. I don't need rye. Yeah, dude, this whole not having my markers on my compass blows nuts. I am just about on this thing. There they are. Bam! Like fucking emerald. Bam! Alright, and then straight down to the other side of the road should have another set of bladder camping. Alright, so here's the road. The other side of the road, is that it right there? Bladder camping. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bladder Campion. And then directly south of me for another patch. Okay, I'm on it. It's just I gotta find it. Like I was saying earlier, guys. There is that. No, that's fennel, twisted hawthorn. Even though they made all the icons for everything bigger. Oh, hi, baby. Yeah, hi. My puppy just came in. He just pushed right through the door too. Hi, hello. You want to say hi? Come on. Up, up, up. Yes. It's the doggo's a twitch. It's the doggo's a twitch. He's a good boy. Whoa, 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 slobber monster. You're shaking those slobber chops. Hi, baby. Morning. Morning. Good morning to the puppy. Sorry, guys, I have to show him love, or he just will not leave us alone. I gotta get my morning scratching. Yes, or I will run amok. Come, Bubba. What? Yes. I wanna know who I'm talking to. You don't see nobody. It's chat. Say hi, chat. Come on. You gotta come up here. You gotta come up here so everybody sees you. Come on, up, up, up. Come on. Yes. 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 No, I don't want to make out with you though. No, we don't do no. Okay. Gonna hang out? Gonna sit down? Got bed right there? So, he is a mix of American Bully and a Lappahaw Blue Blood. Two different types of American Bulldogs. But yeah, the staffy look comes from the American Bully that's in him. Good boy. It's really good when you take him out into the sunshine. The sableness of him comes out, and what I mean by that with this breed, he has two different lengths of hair. The outer hair is blue, like you see, but then the second layer underneath is blonde, like the lightest blonde in the world. So when you take him out in the sun, he you see the blue, but then he has this sheen of gold glowing underneath. It's beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. It's called Sable, S-A-B-L-E, if you want to look it up. All right, so where am I headed? Oh, that's right, directly south. Or did I just get that one? I did, didn't I? Did I just find that? I can't remember now. Damn, did he bust through the door like right after I picked it up? Or right before I picked it up? Okay, I think I got it. Because I don't see it here no more. And like, it would be like right here. Yeah, all I'm seeing is trees and shit. I must have picked it up. Alright, well, we're moving on. Hit the road, and then we got 2 more locations to grab. Yeah, man, like... I keep thinking I didn't get it. But I did get it, because I don't see it nowhere. And for some reason, chat just opened up again on its own. Alright, so one is going to be south of the road. And then the other one's going to be pretty much directly north of it. Is it off the side of this cliff? I think that's what I remember. I think it's on the side of this fucking cliff, and I nearly died trying to get it. Fuck, it is too. And I already did the fucking report on this one. And look. Now this is coming up on my fucking map, on my fucking compass. Where the other icons weren't coming up on my compass, now they are coming up on my compass. So I wonder if I made that report and then somebody fixed my shit. If they did, fucking thank you. If I'm tripping, then okay. But now, relocate this fucking bladder campion, because this is some pretty important shit that I'm willing to risk my fucking death on. I need this shit. Fuck, how do I get that last piece? That's always the fucking problem. Woo! Got that shit. And then what? See, what the fuck? And now it goes away again. So what? If now that I'm on the road, I don't get to use my mini map markers? Is that what's going on here? Or is it no? I still have that one on the road. I just don't get the one north of it. That's really strange. Really strange. Is it because the marker is so close to a border change between province or between home valleys? Could that have something to do with it? I got no idea. But I know I am not seeing any of my map markers up here. But if I go down there, I start seeing map markers. That's all I know. We got one more to find. One more location to go. One. Two, three. Yo, and this one's on the fucking 4. Okay, that's it. That's all of them. Eye mallow. Oh, I'll take elderberries. Yes, please. Yeah, see, look, because the icon comes back down here. And it even shows me the icons up there. But as soon as I cross to the north side of the road, the marker icons on my compass disappear. That's strange. Extremely strange. Dr. Strange in the house. Okay. Should we run back or should we... Nah, screw all that. We're pretty far away. Let's go to the Petra May. When we get back, it might be time for a bio break. I have drunk a huge cup of coffee this morning and a dab. How much space do we have? Oh, we have so much space. We're gonna stop and get some grapes on the way back north. Again, this would be another great spot for like an awesome, I don't know, if orchestra or like even like single instrument sonata or something. You know what I mean? Like some sort of music, like a harpsichord or something playing in the background. Musical, what is it? Score. Musical score. Medieval musical score. Would be nice. I'm not complaining, but it would be nice. If we're dreaming up cool shit, I think that'd be pretty cool. That guy took my grapes. That saddens me. He built on my grapes. Damn, I don't get these grapes either. Yo, that saddens me. Grapes. Grapes, 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 grapes. Grapes, 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 grapes. Grapes, 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 grapes. And I don't have it marked, but I think there's another patch of grapes up here. Playable races? I don't know. I think that's more getting into high fantasy. Which, I mean, if I wanted to play like another Warcraft style MMO, I'd go play Ashes of Creation. In my opinion. You know, everything I say is, you know, just me. But I am attracted to this because it's more realistic. You know what I mean? It's more or less what life would have been like in the medieval era if you added angels and demons and you know, fairies and you know, things like that to the mix. Being able to play those races, I don't maybe in the future. You know what I mean? Like if one of the future expansions is your ability to create like a fae character, you know what I mean? I might be able to like be down with that if they like created a different starting region. You know what I mean? Like, because they already have the premise set for being able to go through the tree circles in the Whispering Woods, and like venture off into other realms through these giant trees that they put into the Whispering Woods. So if they created a different realm like that for a new starting area, or like because we're in Gallia, you know, the region of Gallia has its provinces and its home valleys. If they created like the region of Faerun and you come through that the opposite way and you're either with us or against us, then yeah, but you would have to set up the lore for it for like pretty deep. You know what I mean? But I would be cool with that. I mean, they're taking their sweet time with painting the lore and the backstory for the game, which is awesome because if they don't get it right, nobody's going to stick around. But the way they're layering it, like, really gives them years and years worth of expansion type stuff. Okay, so guys, here we are. We're back. I'm going to set my guy here to, crush a bunch of sand because I have to use the restroom. It is what it is. It's time for a bio break. And, it cannot be helped. It cannot be held any longer, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry. Oh, that's not what one I wanted. Bring that back. And that's not the box I want. This is. So please allow me to set this guy to crush sand, and I will see you momentarily. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, take a bathroom break, lose half my audience. Of course it happens. Where are we at? Okay, so we still got 45 crafts. I'm totally gonna take it down. Totally gonna grab my Puffco. Where's my hot knife? And if you are a dab hound like me, now would be the time for you to get your shit warmed up. Cheers, everybody. You know, I will say that's probably the only good thing about the long crafting animations and like how long it takes to craft stuff is it gives you perfect breaks. If you need to hit the head, if you need to take a dab for your head, you know, perfect timing on that shit, man. Yeah, Roozer, cheers, bro. Hell yeah. Phone is going off left and right. I never get this many text messages. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. And back to PAX Day. We're going to drop this sand off over here real fast. And then we're going to empty out our inventory. Put the meat away. Let's see here. I do not need rough animal hide. I do not need bone fragments. I do not need animal intestine. I do not need animal fat. I do need all of that stuff. Like to keep our grain outside. Other grain. I have a specialty box for my berry products. All right, and I got 9 stone to. I'm pretty sure everything. Oh no, the suet goes. I was about to say I'm pretty sure everything else goes upstairs, but that is not the case. The suet does go down here. Ladder campion. Wool. leather. And you know what? I just realized you probably have never seen my place, so let's go outside and do a tour. This is how I like to do this. I go over here and I stand on this rock. And welcome to Griffin Roost, ladies and gentlemen. This is my little tavern in the middle of nowhere on this giant lake in the north of Gale, completely surrounded by souls, little mini dungeons, I guess is what they're called. So when you look at the map, you'll notice that I have 4. There's one over there behind that rock. You can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these things surrounding me, and the woods around me are completely covered in souls. So they're extremely hard to grind, but they produce some of the best farm that you can get. So putting my tavern right here in the middle gets me access to pretty much everything I need to make all the top-end foods, all the top-end potions, all the top-end consumables. And that's what we do. We manufacture consumables. We have a station for every craft, and everything can be made from the tavern. We have top-end crafting tables, construction, weapons, armor, blacksmith. I do have a forge. That's not the top forge yet, but it will be. They put in a new one, so it used to be the top forge. I haven't upgraded it yet. We've got the big furnace, big charcoal, brick. We've only got, and you'll notice I've only got one of everything, because I'm on a roleplay server, and like back in the day, motherfuckers didn't have 2 giant brick furnaces and 2 windmills. You know what I mean? Like not even like lords and shit. They had a windmill. Like if you didn't have a windmill, you traveled for 3 days to a place that did have a windmill. And then on the balcony outside, we've got everything for alchemy. Up front, we have our marketplace and our public boxes. Like I showed you earlier, we give away free food, drink, and some potions in the public boxes. Free beer, if you ever need to come up for it. Through the front door, we've got the main area. This is where we do most of the cooking, baking, our brick pit, the craftsman cooking hearthstone, which I have meticulously put into the wall. It took me a very long time, actually. Fermentation wine buckets, and then your tables. Upstairs, we've got a room for every craft. Like I said, the front spot here is alchemy. Moving down the hallway, the first location you're going to have is tailoring. We have spinning wheel, the loom, and the master tailoring table. At the end of the hall on either side, you will have jewel crafting. There we go. And then across the hall, you have both fletching and leatherwork. Then, out the top. Griffin Roost. Looking around, there's some people doing something up on the hill back there, but I don't have many folks around me. You know what I mean? Like, in all honesty, most people can't handle the souls. I mean, that and the level 25 wolves and the bears. There are a couple of bears. Like, the bears are over there in that valley. So if you were to go forward to this valley, you see there's a small castle in the like mid right there, it turns left, and that goes into the wildlands. So between me and the wildlands, there are bears. Yeah, that's actually my guild name as well. We are Griffin Roost. I may change it a little bit with the main release, because I have a design that has a giant castle-like keep with a tavern entrance, and like that was actually used in medieval England back in the day. It was a huge giant square castle, and the entrance to it would be through a tavern. So that's kind of the design I want to go next time, instead of having the tavern and courtyard that I have today. So instead of Griffin Roost, it might be Griffin Keep, but we'll see. But yeah, the people over there, once you hit that green area, there's nothing but boars. So like, those are the dudes that, you know, want to live close to danger, but don't want to actually experience it. If I run out of my fucking house, bro, like I'm fighting shit. You know what I mean? Like I can harvest those trees, these reeds, and like the shit on that hill. Anything else has wolves in it. Like that rock right there is where the wolves start. That building right there is where the souls start, and all of the woods surrounding me have wolves and souls in them. All the way around. Is that a griffin on my front door? So, please don't get me started with that. I don't have many videos up on my YouTube channel, but if you check out my YouTube channel, you will notice that there is one up about whether or not this is a griffin. And yes. Oh, no, that's not what you're asking me about? But yes, this is a griffin. I had a guy argue. He's like, I don't know if that's a griffin, man. I'm not sure. All right, buddy. I made a video about it. Okay, so this is the Galleon Gargoyle. And the only way that it was possible to get this recipe is if you bought your ID key directly from Mainframe off the Mainframe website. If you go through Steam or Epic or any of the other storefronts, you do not get this recipe. Even if you get like the master upgrade, the only way to get this specific recipe was to buy your key directly from Mainframe. And only during EA. Once it goes full release, this will not be available to anyone ever again. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of waiting for that. I'm hoping these things sell good. All right, anyway, what else were we doing? Oh, fuck, I forgot to look up the prices in the Shire. Like, we were down there, and I was gonna be like, fuck, man, we should look at the prices on how much consumables cost in the Shire. And I completely forgot to do that. We've got 55 minutes to go before this charcoal kiln is done. And I need every bit of it to fill my furnace up again. Steam users can link their Steam to the... I'm a Steam user. Yeah. The only way you get the gargoyle is if you buy your Steam key directly from Mainframe. If you buy your Steam key through the Steam marketplace, you don't get the gargoyle. You get everything else, not the gargoyle. That's what I had to do. It was like I had to go to mainframe, and they billed me directly, so they didn't have to pay like full like commission to Steam. And then they emailed me a Steam key that I put into Steam, and I use the Steam downloader now, and that's how I log on. But it was advertised at the beginning that the only way to get the one thing, everything else you could get, but the gargoyle only comes if you bought your Steam key directly from mainframe. And it was like specifically a way at the beginning before they started doing sales and shit, so that they could get as much, revenue as they can and not have to like pay out the ass to Steam. Steam takes a huge commission. Like things that so you as a developer, you get Steam keys from Steam at half the rate that if it sells on their marketplace, because in their mind they're spending money on the marketing and advertising of your product, and they deserve a larger cut when they sell it. But if you sell your product and send customers to them, you end up making more money because they take less of a commission for just like hosting your product and like having it on their loader. So where should we go next? We're waiting for the furnace to finish so that I can reload the fucking glass. It's such a grind with this glass. And to give you an idea, you make glass 80 at a time. I have to fill this entire box up to get halfway through a level. It takes 2 entire boxes of glass to go, at this point, in alchemy, the high 20s. It takes 2 entire boxes of glass. One furnace produces 80 glass every 6 hours. So, yeah, the math is ridiculous. Soil there. What's up, babe? It's like 3 months, babe. I have been literally grinding glass for 3 months. 3 months straight, every day in, day out. And I'm only at level 27 out of 41. Okay, still waiting on this glass grind. What can we do? What can we do? I mean, we can butcher some shit. We can butcher some shit. Some shit. We can do skillfully butchered deers. What do we get? We get a shank, a neck, a flank, a rump, and a round. Ooh, no more chunks. We have gotten our skills up high enough to where we no longer have to deal with the buckets upon buckets of meat chunks that would come from charcuterie. Congratulations, us. That was like, that was so annoying. It was actually so annoying. So we keep the round and the rump. I think we can get rid of the rest. Like, I honestly don't even know if we have anything that uses deer around, but I'm gonna keep it. Because none of the cooked animal products, the grilled products are worth eating. Like, they do absolutely nothing. Like, the wolf steaks are decent for health, but yo, it's literally, you need 10 pieces of wolf round in order to make 5 wolf steaks. How are you going to take 10 rounds when you're going to burn half of them? And I don't know. But like, that is that's like horribly thought out shit, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do with them. I keep crafting shit. It's like I hit the button, I want to craft something, then I want to take a dab. If I'll dab myself out, you know. I'm snoring on fucking stream here in a second. If I'm gonna take a dab every time I fucking craft something. Okay. We need tank, I don't need jack, I don't need plank, I don't need tank, I don't need jack, I don't need plank. We'll actually this. Now we move on. Butchered board still gives meat chunks, and fuck meat chunk. Butchered wolf still gives meat chunks. Oh! All right, fuck it. We'll just do those first. Do I get motion sick? No, no. Why am I spinning around too fast? I might be spinning it fast. Oh, from pot. God, man, I've been smoking weed like 30 years. I don't even really get high anymore. That's why I take dabs now. It's like I have to take 4 or 5 dabs to catch a buzz these days. That'd be like smoking 5 joints to get high. Like whole joints, like don't even pass the motherfucker. Like, these are mine, those are yours type joints. So with this, I think I'm going to keep the wolf rump, and we'll ditch everything else. Now, I will admit, when I got out of prison last time, for about 2 months, I would hit my vape, and I would get so fucking high that I couldn't even sit up. But I went from an everyday user to being in prison to then getting out and like trying to go back to being an everyday user again. And Yeah, it was like I was 16 again, man. It was fucking, you know, and I hit the vaporizer and then be like, oh, it'd be so high, and then you kind of get the wah-wahs a little bit. So yeah, I guess the spinniness. Yeah, that's just a tolerance thing. Take 2 less puffs next time. You know what I mean? Work your way up to that. Grind all day. Grind this meat away. Grind, gonna grind the game. Gonna grind all day. Gonna grind this game away. Alright, now I'm getting silly. Oh, I'm out of coffee too. Trying to drink. Oh, shit. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink. Oh, come on. When do you take a day off? Okay, Riza, I had definitely felt that. I felt the creep. For real. Then you go to try to get up out of the chair, you're like, but the bed is right there. And you can't even make it to the bed. Yeah, I've been there. But 5 minutes before, you were fine. You're like, oh man, and then it was yeah, totally been there. So I think with this one, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to keep the rump in the round, and we're going to get rid of the shank, neck, and flank. Just keep the rump in the round. Yeah, you are. I'm surprised you haven't gone like full old lady style and just kept a blanket on the back of the couch. Like grandma used to do. The crocheted quilt. You know what I'm talking about too. The ones that they're like the brown and orange that look like a fucking pumpkin. You know what I mean? Perpetually Thanksgiving. That muted 1970s brown. Man, I miss beanbag chairs. I've been wanting to grab 2 beanbag chairs and throw them around in the back of my van. I have a, it's a Ford Transit, but I guess it's like an old, it used to be a construction van. You know what I mean? And now I just like, I don't even really do anything in it. You can put a bed in the back of it. But I wanted to put beanbags in, like, have a beanbag bong. And that way I can like drive around and just like get in the back of the van and take bong hits in my beanbag. Old lady blankets. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Neck. We don't want the neck, we just want the rump and the round. Rump and the round. Rump and the round. Rump and the round. Everything else can go. So if you are a new player out there and you see this, I throw this shit on the ground and it decays. And you could be scooping it up right now and taking it home with you. And then we, of course, we have this stuff out here in the free boxes. Free beer. Free food and drink. Resin? Really? Sap trees. Check it out. Okay. Hardwood trees, like these twisted oaks, no good. These suck. No resin, all hardwood. Right? If you want hardwood, you knock these down. If you want resin, you knock these down. You see these? The silver fir saplings? This is what you want. The silver fir saplings. Not the hawthorns. These will produce resin, but not at a good consistent rate. These are what you want. Silver fir saplings. Okay, let's do an experiment. Let's see if I can get some resin. Second tree resin. Oh, that gave hardwood? Get the fuck out of here. All right, so we did 5 trees. We got 2 of them gave resin. So let's try. Let's smack this hawthorn and see what it gives. If this gives resin on a 1-to-1, I'm gonna eat my words. Yeah, I'll eat my words. Fuck. It gave resin on a 1-to-1. So I guess maybe look. Let's go up here and we'll hit a couple more. The hawthorn sapling just gave 2 resin. Nothing on that one. So yeah, as long as you're going for the saplings, I think that's what counts. Is that the saplings are going to give the resin, where the taller trees and the hardwoods like the oaks and stuff, the stuff that gives hardwood, they don't really give too much resin. So just look for saplings. I mean, but for me, I'm constantly got these charcoal burners going. So it builds up over time. You trying to get your fletching up? Fletching's a real pain in the ass, man. The only thing that you're going to have for a long time are these rough bow staves. I'm at 15. Oh, no. Sturdy longbow. That's what you make. So I'm at level 15. I don't really put too much into it. I have found that leatherworking takes care of itself. I have not had to put any effort into leatherworking at all. As a matter of fact, the only things that I have made are the strings and bands. You know, whether it's rough leather band, coarse leather band, string, you know what I'm saying? And I have gotten to level 18 on leatherworking, just making the strings and bands. I couldn't really answer too much. What are you having a problem with? Is it just like grinding up the boiled leather? No, actually, I don't put any work into it at all. The work that I do is shooting deer for suet. And in that pursuit of suet, I have gotten my skinning skill up high enough now to where I get T2 hides from shooting deers. So I don't even bother to keep normal leather anymore. I just keep the animal hides. I have one stack, maybe. But like, this is what I get from shooting deer now. Arrow. And that happens around like 17 or 18. In skinning, you start getting T2 from everything. Dude, what's your skinning skill at? Well, I mean, shit, dude. If you've got level 24 in leatherwork, you have got to have killed enough animals at this point. Yeah, bro, like totally. Yeah, so there must be a giant jump in the grind because, like, everything I wear is metal. You know what I mean? Like, and like I've even ground out most of my own armor. You know, this is where I need like leather bands and boiled leather. You know what I'm saying? So this is like just making this stuff has gotten me the little bit of. Yeah. I just actually so I'll show it to you. I have just actually come over here to white and I put up a forge on the edge of white and what's known as the Whispering Woods so that I can get the pure iron nodes that are all down right here and you know, started smelting down pure iron for steel. But I don't make most of my own weapons and shit. I buy it all. Like, even my weaponsmithing is only what, 26? So I ground enough to get wrought iron pickaxes. You know what I'm saying? And then I was just like, fuck it. I don't want to do this shit anymore. So like right now, I am going to have to increase everything because my next grind with alchemy involves these large vials instead of regular vials. So this is going to get me a lot of experience in blacksmithing. And as the experience of blacksmithing goes up, I'll be able to put down the forge here to smelt steel bars. And then I'll start worrying about all of that shit. Yeah, man. I am on a, like, this alchemy grind, bro. It's all encompassing. I don't really have time to do anything else. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay, 29 minutes. We'll be able to reload our furnace. What do you guys want to do? Oh, I have to, I have not checked. I have yet reload my beehives. I think I'm gonna make honey this time. We did just make all of that red currant mead earlier, so we're just hella stockpiled on red currant mead right now. So I honestly don't know why I'm making more honey, but I don't need more beeswax until I have another stack or two of resin built up. So I have 30 rough bow staves. Maybe we should make some, work on our fletching a little bit. Let's go. Six. Make 6 sturdy longbows. Then I'm not even sure what we've gotten jewel crafting up to, but as a solo grinder, you know, I'm making pretty much everything. Yeah, so I can't even make wrought iron arrowheads yet, or arrows yet, but I have a shit ton of wrought iron arrowheads from the last character that I had. Rough leather bands, is that what I'm working with? Is that what it said, rough? Yeah, I need to make rough leather bands. Oh, so that's coarse, that's not rough. I need inferior leather now? What the fuck is inferior leather? Oiled leather, fine leather. I have no inferior leather all of a sudden. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait till I can make raw iron arrows. We're gonna blast through these fucking levels. Well, I have to do all of this for inferior leather. It's a pain. Oh well. Alright, inferior leather. Right. Hopefully that will be the last time that I ever have to do that. Let's see, I do not need these longbows. They can despawn. I hate despawning shit like that, but I am constantly despawning shit. Okay. I guess we can take a look at jewel crafting. Level 25 in jewel crafting. Oh, I need silver. Oh, wait. I can make bronze. Okay, bronze ring. For like 3 levels, I can make bronze. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Do I have any amber though? That's awful of that. I do. I have 46 amber. Maybe I should start keeping the amber. I got a lot of gold too. Shit. I didn't realize I got 23 gold ingots. Golden pearl diadem. Silver is where it's at, though. I should just go fucking kill a bunch of guys and get some silver bars. Make wool? I haven't really been paying much attention to this at all. Rough wool yarn. I have a lot of rough wool yarn. What does my tailoring look like? 20. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Linen cloth, 20 pins. That's a lot. A lot too. Things a lot. Yeah, everything's 4 linen cloth. Shit. I don't have any linen. Oh, blue wool cap. Rough wool cloth, cloth pins, sewing needle. This is what I'm making right now. Wool caps. Yeah, look at all that rough wool cloth. Yeah, we should make some caps, for real. What else does it take? Cloth pins and sewing needle. 24 cloth pins. So to do 20 of them, I would need 480 cloth pins. We'll craft 500 cloth pins. That'll be 20 caps. We'll be able to make 20 of these caps. Whether or not 20 caps will actually get us a level, I could look it up. Like, we could head over to, like, the PAX Day database, and we could look up whether or not 20 caps would get us the next level, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do it. Fuck it. We're killing time anyway, and we have enough cloth, I'm sure. So, we'll make pins and sewing needles. And we'll make 20 of the blue woolen caps to try to bump up our tailoring skill a little. Craft City, Craft City, Craft City, Craft City. All right. Definitely gonna fucking take a dab with this one, man. Dabby dab, 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 dab. Loop. Here's every. My Puffco says no. What? Come on, you can do it, baby. Come on, baby, you're good. Such a good Puffco. Just give me one more dab. Don't be a bitch, Puffco. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be returning to torch dabbing after a brief bio break. Give me a second, guys. Alright, well, you know, this, it means only one thing. There's only one thing to do. When the Puffco stops working, you just gotta grab the banger basket and grab the fucking whole rig. Go analog style with this shit. And for those who don't know what I mean by analog style, I am going to use a heat coil to get this glass diamond tower nice and hot. And we're going to take a traditional dab like you see on the dab videos out of our nifty old dab rig here. I like to keep mine just soaking in an alcohol bath. Make sure they stay nice and clean until they get used. wish I had my hash cam set up. Cause that way I could get like a shot of the fucking rig, you know? All right, so there are our pins. Now we need to do needles. Needles. We got pins and needles. And then that should be enough pins and needles to do. Well, it'll be a lot more needles than I need. But we'll just never have to make needles again. Fuck it. And I don't use a torch. I use a conduction coil. Disorderlyconduction.com. If you want to check them out. Or they're on Instagram too. They make these nifty little electric heating coils to get your rigs hot so that you don't have to just sit there and blast it with a fucking butane torch. Butane's not good for you. I don't believe that any kind of solvent, anything is good for you. So. That, you know, you can set your fucking house on fire. You know, we might need that, you know, the whole Darwin theory kind of needs to happen. We can get rid of some fucking morons in the world, but, you know, let's not go burning down neighborhoods. And we're definitely going to make this one worthwhile. Take a fat ripper ass dab. Make myself fucking sweat. Oh yeah, babe. Smoking it. Smoking. We're at about 520 degrees. I like to get my rigs up to about 560. They do start cooling down as soon as you pull them out of the coil, so you're not hitting it at that high. But let's see if we can lower this camera down. Yeah, there we go. We get a little bit of the rig in there. Yeah. Little dabby dab. You guys can't see it no matter what. Here, I'll put it in front of my shirt. Alright, cheers everybody. This dab's for me. Delicious. Wow, fuck. Yeah, that one did it. That hit the trick. Fuck yeah. Okay, and we're just about done crafting all of our pins and needles. So now we can get into the blue leather caps. And like I said, I don't know if 20 blue leather caps is enough for us to gain the level. We could look it up, but I prefer to just find out, you know? Let's just do it. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, that's kind of like, that was perfect timing. We got done with that dab just at the same time as fucking crafting was getting done. Like, I couldn't have planned that better. Okay, so we need to gather up some rough wool yarn. And we need to gather up rough wool cloth. Then I think we can make blue wool caps. We can make 9 of them. I made enough sewing needles and pins to do a lot more than 9, but it is what it is. We have a lot of yarn. I think we just have to turn the yarn into cloth. That's where we're probably going to end up having to be. And then we'll never have to make pins and needles again. We'll have enough pins and needles for like tailoring for a hot minute. We don't really do it very often at all, actually. We're just killing time right now for our charcoal. You know, we're waiting for the charcoal so we can reload the glass. Five out of 9 ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Oh shit. We got some more. We got more. Oh, and I already had a shit. I didn't have a shit done. I had a few cloth pins and shit. All right, how many more can we make? We can make 6 more. Okay, let's do 6 more. I just realized we're taking more than 3 times as many pins as we are sewing needles. I'll never have to make sewing needles. Jesus. But we're going to blow through these cloth pins for sure. All right. And that's it. That's all the wool. I have, well, what is this? Cotton. Oh, this is cotton wool yarn. That's not rough. That's like good top line shit. All right. Up here. Here. Coarse, wool yarn, cotton cord, linen string. What do we have in here? Raw materials. So whatever I have left needs to go into rough wool cloth. And then up here, I'm going to go needles first, because the needles we're not really going to be using a lot of. And then we'll go pins. We won't have to make a lot of those. And then we do have one piece of rough wool left. Continue the process later on down the line. And we did not come anywhere near getting a level, did we? Nah. We're so far off of that level. But it was cool. We made a couple of things. Did we turn this on yet? No. I need to go get some water. We need to turn that distiller on. Do I have any loose water? There. There. Damn, I don't even have enough. We'll have to go back for another bladder champion run, because I don't have enough to do even another loadout. That's okay, at least we know where it is. How are we looking over here? 1 minute. 1 minute and counting. Yes. Is there anything else that I can do? I don't think so. We've got wheat dough. Oh, look, there's some water. Urgh! But we don't have any suet. I've only got 4 suet. So that would make like, yeah, it's 20 tallow. That's two loaves. We can make 2 loaves of dough. This is another one that's extremely hard to level. Right now we are making dense wheat bread. And the only reason I'm making the dense wheat bread is because rose hips are so hard to find, and it's a huge amount on the oat dough. Dense wheat bread is actually usable with slash damage or slash resistance. And then people use the heavy wheat bread. Like they buy it. So that's what we're trying to grind to. The heavy wheat. That trail pie, man. That is so good for early level people. You eat a trail pie, take yourselves a couple of food or fucking health and stam foods, and you can go kill souls. This is what fueled me being able to live and build where I am, and just because I don't have to worry about the souls running and getting me. 30 slash resist. Bump your fucking health up around 200, and you can take a soul out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. All right. And everything we do revolves around this glass grind, keeping this furnace going. I got lazy last night and now I'm paying the price for it. All 8 rolling. Go. Okay, more charcoal is burning. Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hours later, morning chores are done. I do want to say thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Everybody in chat, all the lurkers we've had. Lurk is love, and I appreciate every minute of you being. These have been my morning chores. I will be back this afternoon for afternoon chores. So if you have yet to do it, hit that follow button, keep the notifications on, and I will see you guys this afternoon.